Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Formosa Fantasy, and today I'm giving you another makeup video. So I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw a particular video and I felt like just doing the steps that she did to achieve her flawless makeup. Her name is Chinenye Ekenia. I hope I'm not butchering her name, but I will leave her in the description. And yeah, so let's just watch her video.
I'm Claire, and this is actually my very first YouTube tutorial video. And today I'm going to be showing you how I created that gorgeous look you just saw from the previous video. So at this point, I'm grooming her brows. I'm trying to take off any excessive hair that is not going to give me what I want when I'm doing the brows. Usually, I have to always prep the skin and prime it before I start. So right now, I just applied lip gloss just to keep my lip moisturized. At this point, I'm using Miron Prep and Prime Skin. It helps to control oil. And afterwards, I'm going to dry it and I go into moisturizing. It's very important to actually moisturize the skin because it helps to also moisturize the skin. And after moisturizing, the next thing I'm going to use is going to be Rimmel London Primer, right? And Becca Cosmetics Primer. So at this point, I kind of feel like I need to also list the products that I've used, so I'm going to put it in the comment section.
Alright, so she cleaned the brows up. I already did that, like my brows are already grown, and then she went in with moisturizer and primer. So I'm gonna do that right now. I don't have the products that she uses, but I'm gonna use what I have. So I have a serum right here. I have my Lancome Hydrozen, and I have my calamine lotion. And she dried the skin in between. My face is already cleansed, so I'm gonna do that again. And I saw that she put lip balm or lip gloss on the lips, keep it hydrated. So that's why you see me. So I was doing that. So I have my fan right here, and she dried in between, and she also used a brush to apply, but I'm using my hands. It's my skin. So that's the serum.
Now I'm going with my foundation and I'm going to blend. So I'm just going to allow you to watch a bit of this until I get into the part where I have to do my contour and highlighting. So yeah.
Okay, so she uses a sponge like this to do her blending of foundation. I'm mixing my foundation right now. I'm going in with El Maquillage. So I use two foundations to achieve my look. Alright, one is my complexion and the other one is my undertones. When I mix both of them together, I get my perfect complexion. All right, so I'm just working the product into my skin, making sure to blend down to the neck. All right, my sponge is damp, so what I did, I'll put it under some running water and squeeze it, let it fill up again, squeeze it, and that is how my sponge is perfectly damped. All right, and I'm using my fan to dry the foundation. I learned this in when I got my certificate in makeup artistry, to dry my foundation so that the colors won't bleed into each other.
Now I've gone into the contour and highlighting, and I'm using Black Opal Beauty stick foundation in beautiful bronze. This is perfect for her complexion. So I'm contouring all the areas that I want hidden, you know, the places that you want to look slim and the places you want to kind of create definition for. Those are the areas that I'm going to contour, which is her cheekbone.
Okay, so the next step is contouring. I'm not going upstairs for that contour stick, so let me use what I always use down here. So I'm going in with this. Let's see if it will come up, and to use the side of the beauty blender. So at this point, I was getting a bit frustrated. So at this point right here, I was getting frustrated because I had to do too much work to get the product on the sponge. But overall, I liked how it was coming out. Use this black opal right here. So because of my laziness, yeah, I'm using the black opal. I forgot the color, but anyways, this was super darker than me, so I had to further diffuse and distribute the color all over, and that's what I'm doing. So this is where I would normally contour my face, you know, the hollows of the cheek, my temples, my jawline, you know, and I'm gonna do my nose contour. I'm using a brush. Yeah, so switching over to the brush to do this, and then we're going to switch back to the sponge to further diffuse, but make sure that your nose contour goes into the brows, because yeah, seamless graduation, and making sure that, you know, because eyes follow lines. All right, so we need it to be slim, we need it to be snatched, we need everything. All right, we need everything blended. So now that all that is done, it's time for the blush. So I don't have blush, so I'm using paint, and I'm just using the edge of the other side of the sponge, and I'm just placing that on the top of the contour right there, and making sure to blend it properly, because listen, this is paint, so we gotta make sure it's blended.
Next on, I'm going to apply her concealer. Like, you know, so you apply concealer on the areas that you want to highlight, space that you want to pop, like when it's light on your face, the places that you want to be pronounced is where you apply concealer for. Concealer on rather. So usually I apply it on the temple, on the nose, bridge of the nose, the outer corner of the eye, the inner corner of the eye. Sometimes I apply it on the pupil and the chin as well. Not so much of a so then afterwards you're going to blend. And then for concealers, you have to blend almost immediately so that it does not dry up, because once it dries up, you're going to have difficulty blending it out, and you know that makeup, flawless makeup is achieved when you blend everything in well in such a way that it's going to look very seamless. So now I'm also going to let you watch until we get to the part of setting the face and baking the face.
Going down to the forehead, the nose, and then I'm just gonna do the outer edge and then everything else afterwards. All right, looking back through this video, I don't know why I was doubting myself. Like, I was so scared in doing this. I'm like, this is not something I've never done before. I mean, yes, I'm just using a sponge, but come on now, this is something you always doing, so come on. I don't know why I was so nervous, but I was really nervous. So I'm just here doing blending, going back over the edges with the other side that I use for my contour and foundation. You know, we just need to go back in, making sure everything has a seamless graduation. All right, going back over the nose contour, because listen, you know, with the blending of the highlight, you know, it's gonna go into the contour a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, and now it's time to go do the under eye. So we started off with the outer edge, and then we're gonna go in on the the inner part. One thing I can tell you that I really like about this, I forgot how good it feels to blend out when the concealer under the eye is a little bit, it was drying, so I like that. Okay, so she didn't set the face any differently than I do. The only thing she does is use the same sponge to set the portions with her powder. But I'm not using my powder puff, but we started this, we're gonna we're gonna finish it. So let me set the face. So making sure that all the creases are out from me looking down. That's what I did, and then I'm gonna take the thing in my translucent powder and then go on top. Listen, we're gonna lightly do this because we're not baking just yet, we're just setting. All right, so I'm just working it into the products and lightly doing that. All right, so yeah, that's what we're doing, you don't have to be so precise because remember I'm using a translucent powder, so yeah, you can put it everywhere if you wish. So now it's time for my contour. So I'm using a fluffy brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, but you can use, listen, just use your brushes. Just use your brushes. So I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using this to contour my nose, working it up. Then I'm using a contour brush, and I am just bronzing the face. All right, so yeah, I'm bronzing the face. Okay, so she goes in with a brow tamer. I don't own a brow tamer, so I'm gonna try using some glue. Yeah, I'm gonna try using some glue to do that, but I don't own a brow tamer. So let me try this lash glue. Hopefully it works. This is a glue that I use when I am laminating my brows, so it should work. She molds the hair down and then wait till it dries. She goes on to the rest of the face until it dries, and then I guess she draws them on. Hopefully this works. She also went to do some baking in the meantime, so I'm using my translucent powder from AOA Studios. So she went here. On the nose. A little bit here. Let me use this side. Oh, she even corrected, okay. So at this point we're baking and correcting at the same time, so I'm just, you know, making sure that everything is in the places that she did it. All right, so I'm doing it I'm doing her placements of this. All right, so yeah, and also I'm correcting my my nose contour, doing some reverse contouring as well, and yeah, so she doesn't have like a detailed brow thingy on this one, but I watched her do a detailed brow tutorial on another video, but I'm gonna just do it how she does it, and that's it. That's it. One thing for sure, two things for certain, your pencil has to be well sharp, or your the brush that you're using, if you're using a dip brow, has to be very precise. So yeah, why can I not find my sharpener? So we're starting off with a sharp pencil, so I'm just creating some hair like strokes in the front, just in the very front of my brows, and I'm just doing short strokes, alright, because we're creating some hair like. So I'm just starting from the middle part of my brow, and I'm creating the arch, alright, and I'm taking my time while doing this because I don't want to mess up. So I'm just creating some more hair like strokes right after that line right there, because yeah, we need some graduation. Going on top, and as you can see, I didn't start from the front, going from top, and I'm just creating that tail part. All right, taking my time, just lightly feathering in the brows, because because I use a translucent powder, it's stuck to the glue, so I wanted like real hair. So I'm just taking my time to put in back some brown color into my brows. All right, I'm cleaning up with some concealer, whatever that was left over from me doing my highlight, and I didn't go all the way to my inner portion of my brow. I just stopped right there. That's it. And I buff it out. All right, that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna buff it right out. Okay. Okay, so she did like a base. She did a base, so she used Clown White. I don't own Clown White, so I'm gonna use my, if I can find it, I'm gonna use my Milk. Yeah, it's right here. I depotted it, so I'm gonna use my Milk and apply it to my lid. Yeah, I don't own Clown White, so this is what I'm gonna have to use. And it works just the same, so why not? So she took a brown shade. I'm gonna take my bronzing shade and do this, what she did, but I need to find it. Oh, I can use this. She used a razor, the edge of a razor, but I can't find that right now, so I'm gonna be using the edge of this. You can use any sharp edge. You can even use a card. I was using the edge of like a wrapper, like something that like a stocking cap came out of. I don't remember what I was using, and I'm just, it's just to create a sharp edge. That's all it's for. So I'm just using a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just working in that bronzer from the edge of that sharp part to my nose. I'm going in with a darker eyeshadow because I wanted some more depth, and I'm just using a dome brush for this, and I'm going back over the green. Okay, she added an inner corner highlight kind of thingy, but I'm not gonna do that one yet, or I can. Let me do the other eye. I use a kohl pencil, but I want to use my gel liner. So she did a line on top, and she brought it all the way out like this. Just one line. So the reason why I opt for the gel liner, because my eyes run water, so I'm just gonna finish off the eye and line it just like I would normally do. So I'm gonna put it on my waterline as well, and create a outer wing. So I'm just gonna connect it right there. All right, so that's what I did. Okay, now I'm dusting away all the bake. Yes, I'm dusting away all the bake, and yeah. Oh my god, this is looking
lip gloss,
nice.
so a matte lipstick, right now. So yeah, I'm using Hega and Esther brow gel in Nubia, or I think Toffee, to line her lip and also create depth. Afterwards, I'm going to go ahead to use Soap Pro Cosmetics, their lipstick, the liquid lipstick. Now this is Danessa Myricks, their dewy skin. It helps to give this dewy effect on the skin that just gives this inner glow from within. I really love how it feels. I usually use this, and I also use one highlighter from, it's a Nigerian brand, Nuban Beauty, one of their powdery highlighters. It kind of gives me the exact thing that I
I would say it turned out well. I like the technique, but not just to use one sponge. No, not me. That's not for me. I like using my brushes and then use my sponge to further blend. But apart from that, it looks great. It's great. So that's the only issue I have, but just the one sponge thing. Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm pleased. But one sponge, no. Give me my brushes any day, all day, every day. So yeah, that's it. So bye. Oh, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials. Until next time, bye beauties.